Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is the first time you are visiting my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel, Samuel Soundwave. When a government publish a list of people and organizations accused of financing terrorism, it is not just making an announcement, it is taking a serious legal step that can affect bank accounts, travel and activities both inside and outside the Nigeria. On April 11, 2026, the federal government of Nigeria did exactly this through the Nigeria Sanctions Committee. It released a list of 48 individuals and organizations said to be connected to terrorism financing. This action is important because it is activated real consequences. The Nigeria Sanctions Committee is responsible for enforcing financial sanctions in Nigeria. Its work follows both Nigeria law and international rules, especially those set by the United Nations Security Council on stopping terrorism financing. Once a name is added to the list, several things happen immediately. Bank and financial institutions must freeze any account linked to the listed individual or groups. Money transfer connected to them are blocked. Security agency being closer monitoring of their activities because Nigeria works with international partners. This restriction can be extended beyond the country. In simple terms, being on this list makes it very difficult for a person or group to access or move money anywhere in the global financial system. Now, let's look at who is on the list. The government named 48 individuals and organizations. Among them are well-known groups that have already been declared terrorism organization in Nigeria. This including indigenous people of Biafra and Islamic State West African province. Including these groups of a financial section list is important. It shows that the government is not only targeting their activities but also trying to cut off the money that support them. Without funding, it becomes harder for such groups to operate. Such individuals on the list are also widely known. One of them is Simon Ekpa. He has been linked to a function connected to IPOB. In September 2025, a court in Finland convicted him of terrorism-related offense and sentenced him to prison. Now, that he is on Nigeria's section list and financial connection linked to him has also been targeted. Another person named is Tukur Mamu. He was arrested in 2022 and is currently facing trial in Nigeria over allegations related to supporting terrorism activity. His conclusion on the sections list means that apart from his court case, financial restrictions are now being applied to him. Timing of this announcement is also important. Just one day earlier, the Attorney General of Nigeria completed a major legal process involving hundreds of terrorism suspects. This process focused on case linked to Boko Haram. During the procedure, more than 500 suspects were handed by the government to court, and over 386 convictions were secured. Several judgments work at the same time to complete the trial quickly. Many of those convicted received long prison sentences, including life imprisonment, while others were sent to rehabilitation program. This large-scale legal action combined with the sanction list shows a broader strategies that governments appear to be focusing not only on arresting and persecutions suspects, but also on cutting off the financial network that support terrorism. The message is clear. The government is trying to attack terrorism from multiple angles: legal, financial, and security. However, these are still questions. Reporting from the Nigeria Financial Intelligence Unit had already identified many suspect terrorism finance as far back as 2022. This report mentioned dozens of individual companies and financial operators linked to such activity. This raises an important concern. If this network were identified years ago, why has it taken until 2026 to publish a sentence list? During that time, it is possible that some of these individuals may have moved their money, changed their method, or adjusted their operation. Because of this, some observers believe that the real test of this action will not be the announcement itself, but what happened next. Will the frozen assets actually be recovered? Will more assets and persecutions followed? Will this financial network truly be disputed? These are the questions that will determine whether this move makes a real difference. For many Nigerians, this issue is very personal. Different parts of the country have experienced various forms of insecurity. In the northeast, attacks linked to Boko Haram have caused widespread damage. In the northwest, banditry has affected many communities. In other regions, different groups have also created instability. Because of this action, like this sanction listed matters, they suggest that the government is identifying not just those carrying out attack, but also those who may be funding them. In simple terms, it is an attempt to go after the root of the problem, not just the visible parts. Still, success will depend on constancy, consistent, followed up, namely, individual and organization is only the first step. Real impact will come from enforcement, accountability, and long-term action. In Nigeria, as Nigeria continues to deal with its security challenges, this development marks an important moment, but whether it leads to real change or remain just a formal announcement is something that will become clear over time. The key question now is, will cutting off funding truly weaken this group, or will they find new way to survive? Thank you for watching.